how much is too much to pay for a mobile home? Well, that's kind of a hard question to answer because it depends on what the market resale value of it is and what the market value is. Now, a lot of people will say, well, how do you determine market value? Well, I'll cover that, but come up with an amount based off of some specific investment criteria. You need to know what your investment criteria is. For me, my investment criteria is that I'm never going to spend more than $5,000 to $6,000 when I buy the home. I'm never going to put more than at least that into the home as far as repairs and holding costs. And I'm going to need to resell the mobile home for at least double, if not triple, what I have into it. So those are my metrics. That's how I determine. So what I do is I take a look at the mobile home and I say, okay, I can sell it for $15,000. Well, what will be my max into it? At least $5,000, right? If I'm going to sell the mobile home for $40,000 and I can pick it up for $500, don't I have a pretty decent budget possibly to do a bunch of rehab and repair work? In fact, we've got one right now that we're doing. We're putting $15,000. We're completely gutting. We did the roof. We did the siding. We're doing. We're stripping it down to the studs, and also down to the floor joists, and redoing it because it was a complete mess. And we already have somebody that's interested in buying it for $40,000 with financing. They're going with financing. $4,000 down, $400 a month. I don't mind putting $15,000 in total into it, because what I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to be able to double my money when I can go ahead and resell it. Okay, if not more than that, right? So for me, that's how I determine how much I'm willing to pay for the mobile home. You might have a different budget, and also in your area, you may not be able to get mobile homes for less than $5,000, $6,000. But guess what, guys? I have found, like I said, I've been throughout the country, whether I'm on the East Coast, whether I'm on the West Coast, whether I'm in the Northwest, whether I'm in the Northeast, whether I'm in the South somewhere, okay, Southwest, Southeast, Middle, Midwest. Pretty consistently, I've been able to find properties, decent properties, in the $5,000, $6,000 price point that I could turn around and resell for double or triple my money into it. Okay? So, I mean, even in California, now you're not going to find that in, the Huntington Beach park that's on Route 1. I mean, you're going to have a hard time finding it there, but if you end up looking in reasonable places, because there is a park there, it actually faces the beach, kind of cool. Anyway, you're going to find that, if you look in reasonable places, you're going to find some great resources. In a lot of cases, they're not listed. They come to me via referral. Hopefully, how much is too much to pay for a mobile home? Based off a condition, so this is another thing, but like I said, I bought the mobile home. I actually, the mobile home that we're putting $15,000 worth of work into, I actually bought the mobile home for $500 because the park didn't want it. They didn't want it on their books. They didn't want somebody to go in, clean up, and get rent coming in there. And that's what we're doing. So they sold it to us for dirt cheap because they knew that we were going to have to put money into it, and they wanted to make it reasonable for us to be able to do it because they didn't want to have to do all the work. We've got a construction company that we own that is going in and doing the work. Okay, we're able to turn around. We've got a phenomenal marketing resource for our mobile home investing business that drives in traffic, and we've already got people pre-qualified looking to buy the mobile home. So, it's a matter of what the condition is. It's a matter of what you can resell the home for, as well as also what your budget is, what your investment criteria is, how much working capital do you have, and what kind of returns are you looking for. So you get to have some say over that, right? Obviously, if you end up saying you can only spend $500 for a mobile home, and you want to make, a decent return, yeah, in a lot of cases you're going to be dealing with some different types of properties, because in a lot of cases those mobile homes are going to need some work, and if you don't have a budget for that, then it's unrealistic. And so I'm basically, the point I'm trying to make is be realistic for what you're trying to accomplish based off of what you know of your area. So do a little bit of research and identify what would make sense. There's mobile homes that people have found out there. I had one gentleman that was trying to market a double wide. It was in a nice community. It was a referral from a park manager. Went to the guy, took a look at the property, and I gave him an offer based off of what I could afford, and he just laughed in my face, and I said, you know what, great. because I'm offering cash, and if you wait for your price, you're gonna have a harder time with trying to find somebody who has cash. So he just waited, and eventually the home sold. But I'm sure he had to carry back some sort of financing, because a lot of people don't have $20,000 to put down on a mobile home if they're going to look to live in a mobile home and own a mobile home park. That's just not as common. that make sense?